Turner Yell makes the stop in the secondary for Denver. 1st and 10. The fake. Good block in there, and down it goes. Caught at the 30.
Welcome to the Fins Tailgate. It's where we elevate. Miami Dolphins talk, yeah, we never hesitate. Breaking news, hot takes, we keep it up to date. And when the fans speak up, the panel resonates. We live that aqua and orange from the field to the mic. Breaking down the plays, man, we talk it every night. From Tua to the defense, you know we keep it tight. NFL moves, you know we got the insight. We open up the floor, yeah, it's your time to shine. Fans drop the heat with opinions realigned. You got concerns, bring them, we're gonna chime. The Fins Tailgate's where we keep it prime. Welcome to the Fins Tailgate, it's where we elevate. Miami Dolphins talk, yeah, we never hesitate. Breaking news, hot takes, we keep it up to date. And when the fans speak up, the panel resonates. The NFL's changing, but we stay on the grind. Latest breaking stories, we don't waste no time. From the trades to the rumors, we make them all align. At the Fins Tailgate, we always on the climb. We're repping the Dolphins, but it's NFL wide. From South Beach to the league, we keep it worldwide. Got the fans engaged with the energy supplied. Come kick it at the tailgate, we're riding high tide. Welcome to the Fins Tailgate, it's where we elevate. Miami Dolphins talk, yeah, we never hesitate. Breaking news, hot takes, we keep it up to date. And when the fans speak up, the panel resonates. So if you love the game, you know we got the gate. Tune in, speak out, don't wait, it's your fate. This is the Fins Tailgate, now watch us dominate. Miami Dolphins, NFL, yeah, we integrate.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to WCFL DolFans Talk. Papa Paul here, your host on TFTG, along with Mr. Johnny O and Crazy Dolphin.
What's up, guys? How are you? Good to see you.
How's everybody doing?
Yeah.
Good. Now that they benched Tua.
Here comes Tonks.
Okay,
What's up, Tom?
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Let me turn that off there.
I was going to say, you see part of your glasses in the top of your head, and that's it.
Yeah, no, that's not my. That's your camera doing it.
Yeah.
Crazy angles.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good day to be a Dolphins fan. It's a good day to be a Dolphins fan. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, I mean, the Tua's regression this year, part of last year and this year is just absolutely ridiculous. I mean, you know, for all the stats he put up in 2023, and now everything he throws, he's a half second late. He gets any kind of pressure, he's looking down at the ground instead of downfield. And I said that, you know, a month ago, you watch the good quarterbacks and their eyes are downfield. They're not looking down. They're looking for that guy they can get the ball to. That pick he threw in Pittsburgh, oh, my God. What a lame duck just sitting up there. You know, I think Waddle could have helped him out if he got his hands in between the defender's hands, but that's totally on Tua. He leads the league in picks. I mean, it started week 1. He's not seeing the field the way he should. You know, I was a Tua supporter for the first till halfway through last year, and then they just started to wear on me, and now I'm glad they're sitting them.
I'm beyond glad for many reasons. Most of which being that he complained that he can't see over the offensive line, and he's definitely afraid of getting hits because if he gets another concussion, it could be really, really bad for him, and that's a real thing. Like longevity is you know a sustainable practice. Like a healthy quarterback is a sustainable practice. Like I when he got injured. I forgot when that was, but when he went down with those 2 concussions, like I was like, dude, like you got to think about your family. You got to think about your future, you know, just the way he was, you know, his arms were twitching and stuff. It's like, that's scary stuff. And he's obviously afraid to get hit and it's showing and he's making mistakes because of it. And it's just at this point, if McDaniels wasn't willing to sit him, like he's just hurting his own job at this point. Like he's going to start being accused soon if he wasn't going to make a change. And finally, I think we're finally seeing the Greer effect finally start to dissipate and McDaniel show that he is the head coach. He can, you know, hopefully use this opportunity to learn and we'll see what Quinn Ewers has, you know, and if we fail with him, then we failed with him. But at least we're giving it all we can. Like I feel like that.
What's
And
up
show
there?
and show what can transition into next season.
How you doing, Derek?
Good. How you guys doing tonight?
Good, good, good.
Doing good. How you doing?
I want to talk about Monday night's game first, real quick, before we get too deep into Tua. And what I seen was not the same team that's been playing the past few weeks. What happened to our 6-man line? I mean, come on.
Well, heck,
What is
yeah.
you mean offense or defense when you say that?
Offense.
Okay.
That was Mike thinking he's too smart and he had to change things when he didn't have to. And you could tell the offense couldn't move the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially when you, even when he did run the ball, Chan was averaging 6 yards a carry in the first half.
That's
And then
because I had mentioned this on another podcast that sooner or later the teams are going to figure our run game and be able to counter it. Because like I said, A-Chain is just a lethal weapon, and you have to prepare for him. But now you know now that you have the emerging of Jalen Wright, and then we got the big guy Ollie Gordon. They had to teams were going to be prepared for our running game.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, Mr. Pope, but I don't agree because if they would have ran the sixth offensive lineman out there and been able to put holes, they could have ran the ball all over the place. But Mike got smart. Mike outsmarted himself again, and Tua couldn't get the job done in the cold. Couldn't find anybody. Couldn't put the ball where it's supposed to. I said last week on Wednesday or Sunday, if we ran the ball 35 to 40 times, we had a great chance of winning the game.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't even come close to that because Mike outsmarted himself again.
Yep.
And we got outmatched on
we definitely got outmatched in the second half. It was
Well, it wasn't even that. It wasn't even that. We got outmatched on the time of possession. We needed to keep the ball away from Rodgers.
We kept giving it back. We kept giving it back, dude. We kept having third downs and fucking punting the ball. Third downs, punting the ball.
And the thing I don't understand is if you watch the last two drives of the game, they were playing exact same defense as were at the beginning of the game. Tua excels off by using his tight ends. We all know this. He has a decent tight end. He plays well. Why did we not throw any balls to Waller or Dulcich or anything, in the zone coverage? And then, for example, the defense came out playing lights out. I mean, I've never seen the Miami Dolphins hit like that in the last 10 years. Brooks was laying people out. That team was fired up in the cold. They were ready to make a statement, and they got worn out because the offense couldn't do anything. But the thing that makes me want to get rid of McDaniels as well, I'm glad Tua's got benched. I mean, I've always been a big Tua guy, but he doesn't have that killing instinct, And then it showed even more when he's on the line in the last two drives. He's waiting for the play call to come in. Great quarterbacks like Brady, Mahomes, Manny, and all them are calling plays and audibles at the line. Tua cannot do that. So that's what I'm ready for them both to go. And then McDaniels, how do you waste 5 minutes? 5 minutes in two drives that you could have went down and scored another touchdown. Don't get it.
No, there was no hurry by Mike. It's like you're taking over 5 minutes to go down and score a touchdown. Hurry it up, goddammit. Get the plays in quicker. Let Tua call his own plays. I mean, no, Tua did not have a good game. He padded his stats late in the game. Mike just absolutely outthought himself again and screwed everything up.
Yep. That's why I kind of want McDaniels gone and start a fresh start. I think Q's going to do well. I mean, he's probably going to throw some interceptions these couple games. I mean, but I think he's going to do it. I think he's going to do all right,
And one thing that we also keep forgetting too. I think Tua's hip injury is still is lingering also, and it's really affecting him more and more this season. Because I'm not no doctor and what have you, but if I'm not mistaken, when a quarterback has to throw a pass, he's also using his hips to throw the ball, and also when he's trying to move around in the pocket or run. He has to use his hip. So his hip injury is playing a role in his regression as well.
Oh, I definitely agree. I definitely agree on the hips, but my goodness, look at the man's feet work. Go back to any of the games when he first came in, or when he had the 2023 season when he led the league in passing. Look at his footwork. That footwork that he had this season has been atrocious. It has been ridiculous. He's thrown off the back foot or he's thrown off the front foot. He's running, and he doesn't have the arm strength to throw on the run. And and then even when he's running to the left side, the line was walking to the right side. So no wonder he's getting sacked. If you're going to if you're going to put him out to the left hand side so he can throw with his dominant arm, straight, not across his body, you have the line block it to the left side. McDaniels had the offensive line going the opposite way and him going the other way. It made no sense.
Well, look at the pick he threw. It was to his left side, but he never stepped into the ball, and he just threw a duck up there.
Right, and then another thing: why are we throwing a jump ball to Jalen Waddle, but then we throw jump balls to Waller and he catches it? You got a 6'5" guy to a 5'10" guy. Why?
Yeah,
why are we
Waddle
not?
shouldn't be yeah, but that's the thing with Tua. He's throwing the ball like Waddle has to jump up and catch it. That Tyreek Hill had the same issue with Tua. He couldn't. He had to jump up in the air to try to catch the ball. He had the same issue with Tyreek Hill. It was the same thing. It's because he can't throw the ball downfield. He can't see over the offensive line, and he's afraid of getting hit, so he's throwing off.
Well, at least I know one thing I'm looking forward to Sunday is you're going to see Ewers. He's got a cannon on him, and he can throw on the run and everything, which is going to be great.
It's a good starting game against the Bengals. I mean, I think that's a great game to start him. I'm not for. So is he a true rookie?
Yeah,
he got drafted.
Yeah, he's a rookie.
Yep,
he just got drafted. He just got drafted. I'm not really for rookies like starting, but he's being brought in, not starting as like what they did with freaking Johnny Manziel and what's his name in Carolina.
And this guy's been a good kid too. I just don't know why he dropped so far in the 7th round, but you know how that game goes. But he was predicted higher. I think he should have been up higher with some of the top guys.
Why do you think they chose him over Zach Wilson? Because they drafted him?
No, can I come in?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
I think that was, if I'm not mistaken, I think that was McDaniel's decision. When it came down to getting Zach Wilson and what have you, McDaniel has followed Zach Wilson since he was at BYU. Okay, so he had his eyes on Zach Wilson as a veteran quarterback that I think he felt that he can probably develop. Quinn Ewers is pretty much the same thing. It's a rookie quarterback that he had his eye on as well, and felt that if he can bring him in, that he can probably see what he can do as far as developing him as well. But we know the situation where when you bring these quarterbacks in, because look how many quarterbacks came through here, since we had Tua. And I'm not blaming them. I'm not blaming Tua for their failures, but I'm just saying, look how many quarterbacks came through here since we had Tua. That can't do enough.
Now, I would say I think McDaniels had a part on Zach Wilson as well, because at BYU they ran a West Coast style offense, and then even at the Jets when they had Robert Saleh, who was the coach up there, he ran a West Coast style offense. So he was definitely kind of more familiar with McDaniel style offense. So I think that might have been. But I think you got to go with the Ewers is because Wilson's probably not going to be there next year. He's got his guaranteed money this year. They're probably going to cut him next year. So why throw a quarterback in there? And I've been watching the CBS Miami stuff and McDaniels and all that. Everybody was saying it was McDaniel's choice. I think Ross is the one that kind of overdid that and said, hey, you need to put in the rookie guy to see what he has. I mean,
yeah, because it's similar to what happened with Tua's first year. If you think about it, remember Tua was supposed to his first year. He was supposed to sit out because we want. I think
because he's been less than a year from his hip being broke.
Right, exactly. But a call from what I can't say these are facts. A call came from the top saying put him in, put our boy in, and let's see what we got with him.
Yeah, no, I mean, if we're going to start a rookie out, this isn't the worst time, I feel. He's had a little bit of time to develop, to watch the game,
Good evening, Mr. Winters.
learn the team.
Dolphin winners.
What's up, brother?
And
what's everybody? How y'all
hopefully,
doing, man? Not to cut
keep himself
anybody. I'm sorry.
protected and keep himself healthy, and we'll see what he's got.
Oh, listen, don't be surprised
Going on,
if after Sunday you're talking about Ewers doesn't have that strong of an arm. He does not have a big strong arm.
Regardless of what we see, I want to give him at least multiple games to.
I think that
I don't know. I'm just saying, like I hope everybody isn't too harsh on him if he doesn't do that good of a job.
Agree.
No, I think that's what they're looking at doing is giving him these last 3 games to see what we got in the boy.
Yeah, and see what we got. See what we got to work on. Like there's always room for improvement, especially at this point.
Well, he's not a strong arm quarterback. He's a accurate quarterback. In college he could put the ball where he needed to. He's sort of the same as Tua, but without the injuries, the hip, the mashed potato brains. So
Johnny, I would disagree with that. I mean, when he threw that deep ball down there when he came in for Tua at the Cleveland game, he threw that 50 yards with no problem. Tua would have never hit that. And in college,
that's what Papa Paul just said, or Johnny O just said.
But the thing is, we're used to not having an arm with Tua who can barely throw 40 yards, throwing all he's got. I've watched a lot of the Texas games, and I mean, he's not a gunslinger, but I think he's more than average. Or maybe average or a little more. I don't know.
I'll give him averaging a little less, but he is an accurate kid. He's got good footwork. At least in college. We'll find out in the pro game. If they give him the whole game.
Right.
But he is more of the Tua style of
get his feet wet,
being accurate and putting the ball where it's supposed to be, and the timing patterns. And now I will say he's a little better, or quite a bit better than Tua if the play breaks down. At least he was in college. So we'll see what happens Sunday, when they get some pressure on him and he actually has to move his feet. Does he keep his head up? Is he looking downfield? Is he looking to run? Because he can run.
Right. And then one thing that's going to be a different game changer, I think, is, without Tyreek being here, that made Tua look a lot better than what he really was. And he would have never had 2023 season if it wasn't for Tyreek Hill. And given that game changer ability, But let me ask y'all this: What do you think actually made Quentin Ewers drop in the draft? Because he was predicted to go first, second round. What happened? Do you think that everybody thought that was wrong?
I don't remember seeing him predicted for first or second round. I saw fourth or fifth round, and I just think that teams realized his arm is not that strong. 50 yards is about his farthest he can throw the ball from what I've seen. Now, has he maybe lifted a little more, bulked up a little more, strengthened his arm a little more? It's possible. We really haven't seen the kid, but he's not a Josh Allen who can whip it or Lamar Jackson who could throw it 65, 70 yards in the air.
At least not yet.
Well, I'll say this. This is what I will say. I'll say this, folks. The last time I checked, when that kid threw the fucking ball down the field, so if I'm correct, Waddle didn't have to slow the fuck up in stride to catch the fucking ball. He was able to go in stride and still have his speed going with the ball. You get what I'm saying? When Tua throws the ball, he got to throw everything into it, like everything. And I'm like this. I'm going to be the asshole of the show today. I'm fucking happy. I'm elated. I got my Christmas gift early.
No, we all
like I really am. Like real shit. Cause like I'm really to a point. 2-9. Fuck y'all. I'm really that. I don't care if you are a super Tua supporter. Look, we're all Fins family. But I this day has been looming for a long ass time. I have a problem when my star quarterback is chuckling and laughing with a player that used to play with us after the game. I got a problem when my quarterback is on the sideline laughing and shit when we're getting our asses beat. I have a problem where it feels like I have a problem when my quarterback feels like, well, after the game, well, look, I did all I could do, and that's basically it. No, I'm done with that shit. And I think a lot of us are done with it. I think Tua's a great guy off the field. I'm not taking nothing away from him
Agree.
off the field. I think he's a great fucking person. I really do. I just don't think this game is for him anymore. And
No,
I
not
think
anymore.
McDaniel said, you know what, motherfucker, if I'm gonna go out, then I might as well put the kid in and see what
Yeah.
the kid can do.
Well,
And plus,
actually,
McDaniel's got him. McDaniel's got him paid, so
He's
yeah,
only
I
going to
just
go
think
so
this
long
money's got
without,
to his head.
his seat's starting to be hot too. Like
But-
he's
but
got to make coaching decisions, and I
You
think
fucking
that
right.
I think that when he supported Tua getting that extension, I think maybe he was just trying to be there for his team, and what he had.
and then
Because I
also,
mean, even Dan Marino was supporting Tua, and that was a big reason why there was a falling out with Flores because he wanted Justin Herbert. So we've been through a mess. We've been through a huge, stupid political mess, and hopefully it'll change soon. It's stupid.
yeah,
It's just
and,
like
But the one thing that started, we had these good games with McDaniels and all this stuff, and the win streak. But what actually happened out? The game management was terrible. How many delayed games did we have? We had two or three. And then at the end of the game, it's like you're playing for your job. I know you're pissed off at Tua, but for Christ's sakes, you're the coach and you still can't get the fucking ball in the game in there? Like, that pisses me off. I was sitting here ready to throw the damn remote to the TV. Like, you're driving, you're giving us a little hope back to back, and then you're walking and not snapping the ball until 1 or 2 seconds left. Like, even Troy Aikman's like, what the hell is he doing? And I can't stand Troy Aikman, but he was like 110% truthful. Like, what the hell is this organization doing?
yeah.
Listen,
well,
you know what?
Let's
You know what,
welcome Russell
Tua?
to the show. Can we welcome
What's up,
Russell to
Russell?
the
How are you,
show,
brother?
y'all?
Haven't
Let's
seen you in
welcome
a while.
Russell.
So Russell,
Hey, how you guys doing this evening?
My brother,
know,
what's good, man?
can I say something real quick?
absolutely
go ahead.
always, Mr.
The
Paul.
last time I was watching the news around 5 o'clock, and I don't know how true this is, but they were saying that Tua is the third string quarterback as far as the game starting. What happens?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
He's an emergency quarterback. He's probably not even going to draft.
He's third string now. Third string. He's got 3 strings and 1 yacht.
Yeah. So, Russell, what do you think about the whole situation in the Monday night game, sir, and this Tua benching and everything? I'd like to hear your thoughts, buddy.
The key thing for me is we're in a mess, obviously. McDaniels hitched his wagon to Tua, and now he's trying to get out from under it. Tua has definitely regressed. There's no doubt about that. He's not the same guy he was 2 years ago. We all have eyes. We all can see that. One, he's partly to blame because obviously he's the quarterback. He throws the ball. Tua's problem has been when he got the money, he got comfortable. Tua is not athletic. We all know that. He holds the ball too long. There's been instances where he rolls out. He's got no ball. Throw it away. He's holding it. He took 3 sacks Monday night when he could have thrown the ball away.
Exactly.
That's number one. Number two, Greer created this whole mess because everybody got excited about that game where we scored 70 points against the Broncos, but everybody seems to forget that offensive line was really good. You had Connor Williams, you had Isaiah Wynn, you had Austin Jackson, you had Teron Armstead. You had a really good line. Tua's original starting 5 from when the preseason was supposed to be has never materialized. That's number 2. Number 3, we have all known that you're talking about a warm weather quarterback. He played high school football in Hawaii, played college football in Alabama, plays NFL football in Miami. So in the AFC East, you got the Jets who play in New Jersey, cold weather. Buffalo Bills who play in New York, up Western New York, cold weather. Foxborough, cold weather. This guy is a rotational type of guy who's accurate, not a strong arm, small guy. And number 4, McDaniels, built up his confidence. I heard my brother say about that Flores wanted Herbert, which is true. And, of course, Greer overruled him. And then there was a possibility they could have traded back and got Jordan Love and maybe Penei Sewell, whatever.
Damn,
We could have,
Love.
yeah, we could have said would have.
Right there.
You know what I'm saying? Woulda, coulda, shoulda. We all can sit there and say we wish this happened. This should have happened. This could have happened. The Dolphins have not changed their perspective. They're drafted. No matter who's in the draft position, we could end up number one and we'll probably draft a punter because we have poor player development coaching. Our drafts have been shit. We drafted Kenneth Grant. Okay, everybody was, oh yeah, he played 2 good games in Michigan. He hasn't really done much. You could put him on a milk carton to find him. You know, everybody wanted Tyler Warren, the tight end from Indianapolis, and I mean that would have been decent. But you know, you can't put fucking honey on shit. It's still shit,
Right. Yep.
you know what I'm saying? We could sit here till we're blue in the face and say, and then there are opportunities that we know we could have held off and waited on Tua to give him the money, but everybody pushed to get him the money. And like we all knew, he was going to have that one great year in order to get the money.
Yep.
Now
we were all in agreement. Yeah, we were all in agreement that he needed to go one more year.
Yep. Now he's got the money. Now he's playing like shit. He's regressed. Maybe these last 3 games he'll sit and watch because he's still under contract next year, $56 million. We could release him, and then we're a dead cap hit of $95 million, and we can spread it out over 2 years. But we're still going to be at whole because we can't sign anybody. Right. So he'll be back. The problem with the Dolphins is, like Flores had done, and McDaniel should have done, is you should have brought in competition for him, not just give him the job. We gave him the job with no competition. Everybody's going to say Quinn Ewers. Quinn Ewers ain't going to do shit. I'm telling you guys right now. He ain't going to do shit.
I mean, I kind of disagree with that. I mean, he's going to need a little bit, but I think we need to not leave our expectations super high.
Listen,
but
3 games is not enough to make you think he's going to do something. You know what he is? He's Ryan Tannehill 2.0. That's what he is.
No. His arm is not as strong as Tannehill.
Yeah, Tannehill.
No, I'm not saying that wise.
Our last good quarterback.
I'm saying there's going to be good moments. There's going to be bad moments, similar to Tannehill. I'm not saying he's the Johnny O. I'm not saying his arm is the Tannehill because it's not.
Listen, I will still say today, Tannehill is still the best quarterback we've had since Marino.
Amen. 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 Amen.
I agree with that. The Dolphins look good when they had Tannehill.
And then plus, can you imagine Tannehill with Tyreek Hill and Waddle?
Here we go with the woulda, coulda, shoulda.
I'm just saying. Just think about it. Because a quarterback that has an arm. That's the only reason why I'm thinking about it.
Are we gonna find out? Quinn Ewers gonna be that.
Okay, you guys will say that Tannehill was the best quarterback the Dolphins had since Marino. That's what you're saying, right?
Yes, most definitely.
Okay. I'll say okay. How many times did Tannehill take the Dolphins to the playoffs?
Because he never had an offensive line. Look what he did when he went to Tennessee and had an offensive line in a running game.
But let me ask you this: what was one thing difference between Tannehill and Tua? One, Tannehill had heart. And that son of a bitch was loving to take a hit. He would die for his team. Well, I mean, Tua damn near did die.
I'm going to say this. Tannehill was athletic. That's the difference. Yeah. Tua's not athletic. Mm-hmm. I mean, Tua's a precision, on-the-money type of guy. If his first read's out, his second read, he's done. Tannehill was athletic. Tannehill would run the ball. Tannehill would move. Tannehill was also bigger than Tua. I'm not going to say that Tannehill wasn't better. He had his moments too, like all Dolphin quarterbacks since Marino. They've all had moments. Jay Fiedler took us to the playoffs and won a playoff game. He had his moments. Gus Farrat had his moments. We can pick and choose all we want. But we need someone who's going to be stable.
Tannehill did it over 7 years. And the first 5, he was most hit quarterback in the NFL.
That's what I'm saying. We need somebody for stability. Yes. I'm not saying that he wasn't good, bad, or indifferent. I'm going to honestly say this right now, and you guys could say whatever you want. If perchance the Dolphins are able to move Tua, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I'm just going to throw a couple scenarios. if I'm the Dolphins right now, obviously you're not gonna end up getting, nickel on the dime, whatever. I would trade Tua if I could. I'm calling Arizona for Kyler Murray.
No, what?
Wait, hear me out. I would trade Kyler Murray for Tua for two reasons. One, their contracts kind of mesh. And two, Kyler Murray would be better in our system because he's more athletic than Tua.
Yeah, but
You're
you're still
about the
talking
same.
about another short guy.
No.
I understand that, but this is what I'm saying.
I mean, he would do good. I think, yes, he would match the player thing, but I'm to the point now, I don't want
I'm
to
not
freaking
saying
small
that I
quarterback.
would want that. I'm saying where the contracts mesh. Because if you release him, we're screwed. You have to look at,
Yes.
what's most economical. I'm not saying that Kyler Murray's Dan Marino. I'm saying within our offense, you have to have a guy who's mobile. You have to have a guy that's decent enough to say, hey, the play broke down, I can take off. Tua's not taking off nowhere. Tua run the 40-yard dash in 3 days.
Yeah, at
He
least
slows
Kyler Murray has extended the play quite a few times. He scored a lot of touchdowns with his feet.
And he's accurate, too. I mean, you got to remember, too, you're talking about guys what they're working with. I'm not saying I want Kyler Murray to be, whoever. And then another thing about Tua, like I think Saul had said it. Oh, he's the best person in the world off the field. I mean, he's a great guy. I mean, there's he has his own fan base that whenever he does something, he's the greatest thing since sliced bread. But then they disappear when he's not playing well. Right. I mean, there's a lot of teams, like Joe Burrow. You could see him. He's got like cryptic things. Like he doesn't want to be in Cincinnati. Could you imagine if we got Joe Burrow?
Yeah, we'd be looking a lot.
Oh my God! I would trade my whole draft right now for Joe Burrow.
I mean, I don't know if I would. I don't know if I would do that just because look at his.
I would trade my whole draft for Joe Burrow.
But look at his injury. Look at his injury-prone history. It would be just a little bit of an upgrade, but with Tua. And then if he goes down, a little bit of
an upgrade. Are you serious?
Well, it's because of the injury. The injuries,
yeah,
I don't.
But you're talking about injuries like freak injuries. He turned his toe. You're talking about he hurt his lower leg. But you're not talking about a guy that he tore his arm or something like that, or he had an ACL. You're talking about a guy who's in Cincinnati they're not good other than the receivers.
Yeah, but that third toe, that's a how should I
yeah, but he's back.
Look at Deion Sanders' feet. He doesn't have, dude. He has like so many toes removed because of that.
Yeah, but Deion Sanders also had diabetes and didn't tell anybody about it. And he had blood clotting issues. That's why he had his toes removed, brother.
But hey, one thing about one thing about
Joe Burrow. I respect all of you guys.
Crazy, though. I didn't know.
Oh yeah. One thing about Burrow is he's got ice in his veins. That man is very competitive.
I'm just saying this as throwing out scenarios. I'm not saying it's going to happen.
Oh yeah.
I'm just saying.
He wants out. He wants out of Cincy.
Yeah, we can all sit here and say woulda, coulda, shoulda. You just listen to certain things. We're all smart enough to know, and we all have eyes that we know Tua is not the answer anymore. Outside of someone being so stupid, like maybe the Raiders, maybe the Saints, whoever might say, hey, we'll take him and we'll give you a 5th rounder, but we'll cover his salary. I don't think it's going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
No, I'm saying I'm pretty sure it's not going to happen.
I don't think any team.
I'm just saying hypothetically, if someone's stupid enough to take him, I'll pack his bags for you and get him out of here.
I do believe they're going to cut him post June 1, and it's going to cut it down to about 70-some million, but. I think it's
going to have to be spread over 2 years, and it's going to hurt us while with signing people, and we're going to have to run it back with whatever. You got to remember too, we have to re-sign Devon Achane. You're going to have to give him a contract. You have to.
Yep.
And you got to give Brooks a contract.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you don't do those 2 deals right there, you're screwed.
Yeah.
And by letting Tua go post cut, it's $78 million. You can't sign either one of them. Now what do you do? So you lose Tua, and you lose Achane, and you lose Brooks. Do you want that to happen?
We should still have it, shouldn't we? We should have enough if we cut him June 1st, though, right? I thought we did.
It says it'll be $99 million over 2 seasons. Shit. Think about that for a minute.
But you're still paying Tua that kind of money anyways. You're going to cut. You're going to cut
pay him $39 million. You're going to pay him $39 million, but it's 54 guaranteed. It's 39 for next season. But they spread it out where the total is $54 million.
Okay.
So he's getting $54 million guaranteed.
62 million.
Russell, here's the thing. If like you mentioned it, Joe Burrow, and we also talking about what Tyler Curry?
Kyler Murray, yeah.
I'm sorry. Okay, now wouldn't Joe Burrow be a little more pricey to bring to the Miami Dolphins?
Well, I mean, the contract's similar. I mean, they match up a little bit. I'm not saying that it's going to happen, Mr. Polka. I mean, we're all being hypothetically here. Shit, if I had my choice, I'd rather have Josh Allen. I mean, we all going to say what we want, you know? I mean, I just say that you have to be able to match up the contracts. You're not going to say, well, we're going to trade him and we're going to take whatever. I mean, hypothetically, we got to do something. I mean, I can honestly see Tua being back. They might try to move him, and he might be like Kirk Cousins, the most expensive backup, depending on what Ewers shows, or if they go outside the organization and draft somebody else. And we'll see. But I mean, McDaniels pisses me off too, because like I think it was Derek said, thank God I've calmed down, because I've broken a lot of TVs with remotes. Because he takes his sweet time calling in plays. They were acting like they were ahead, and they were losing. The game should have never got to that point.
Yeah, I woke up the neighbors over next door in my townhouse throwing shit. My wife came down and goes, "What in the hell are you doing?" I said, "Tua won't snap the fucking ball."
You know what the thing that pisses me off too?
Son of a bitch, that was better than a hornet's nest. I'm like, just say hut, run, you son of a bitch, run. Like, I was so mad.
Yeah.
And after that game, because I'm supposed to go, I'm going to the Bengals game this weekend. I was like, I ain't going to the son of a bitch. Hell with Tua. But now that
the sad part is too, I figured the NFL. I mean, come on, man. You've been there long enough that you should be able to call your own plays. They can put it in your helmet, but you should be able to adjust. And that's what's sad about it. And that's what's sad about the Dolphins. Because you see, like, they're waiting it all the way down to like 4 seconds, and he's like clapping his hands for the snap. And I'm like, this play ain't going to work. Because they're taking forever. Troy Aikman, like you said, he was bitching about it, saying McDaniels they're taking their time, like it's just like, you know, they're ahead, and now they use their timeouts after they get those cheap touchdowns late in the game. You know, the problem with the Dolphins is, you know, we force-fed Hill for the time he was flying around and he was the cheetah and all that. That was great. When he got hurt, we all said, we need this, we need that, we need this. It took them 7 weeks to decide we should be physical and run the ball. Nobody could stop their run for the last 5 weeks. You figure the first drive of the game, they're running the ball. Nah, let's throw 3 plays, 3 and out.
Right.
And then they took themselves right out of the game. The defense played tremendous the first quarter and a half.
Well,
Pittsburgh did absolutely nothing.
I really think the defense played lights out for the first half. I mean, they were flying around.
They played lights out, and then
that first
gave the game away.
That first Steeler touchdown, if you notice, they would not normally they show multiple views of that touchdown. There's no way that ball crossed that line. I'm not,
you know, it's funny, Derek. I'm not going to bitch about that touchdown. What I'm going to bitch about is the play calling. You know, we were hitting them physically. We're smacking them all over the place. And then we get the second drive. We go down the field. What do? He throws that pop fly, like wiffle ball throw, to Waddle that was easily a guy that we all screamed we should have signed, Asante Samuel. He picks it off.
And then another play, like, you know, it's 3rd and 1. We bring Ollie Gordon in. Let's have him do a cut run.
Well, nobody even blocked the Queen either.
Well, but still, if you're going to run a cut thing, why not just leave Achane in there, who probably I doubt he could have got away from it either, but if you got somebody that's 220-some pounds, 6'2", run him up the middle. Let him put his head down. This is 2 times now we've tried to do that same stupid play on 3rd and 1, and it doesn't do it.
This is what we've all talked about, how McDaniels is a stubborn son of a bitch. He acts like he's Jimmy Neutron, boy genius. Whatever he says goes. He's arrogant, and he runs dumb plays at dumb times.
and he
And
gets
also,
figured out.
That's why I kind of wish
gets
Tua
figured
was
out.
still. Kind of wish Tua was still in the offense next
So
3
does
games just so
Weaver got
McDaniel
figured
got
out
fired.
too.
No, you have to utilize your players also. You know, you got to utilize your players in the right way, and that's always been a problem with the Dolphins for a while. You got to utilize our players. When you don't do that, then that's when, like I say, that's when you have all kind of issues.
You know, too, another thing that bothers me about the Dolphins, you had Greg Dulcich making plays the last few weeks.
Yes.
You had Waller making plays the last few weeks. And then you go to them maybe 2 and 3 times late in the game. You don't use them early. Then Waddle is, okay, mainly the number 1 guy. You don't see Malik Washington as much. They did Akine. He fell down. He was hurt. I mean, there's no other options. And then you got Jalen Wright, who ran well against the Jets. You barely used him. It's almost, to the point where you're like, are you purposely trying to make our offense look like crap? Because you're not using the weapons that you quote unquote say they're weapons.
Right.
Yeah. Dulcich is nice. I think he's really good.
Right. The way it's like, it would almost be like, say, if you had Tyreek Hill out there, it'd be like, well, just
run him around, but don't use him.
Right. Yeah. Use your player, but put your player in there, but use him with his weakness, not as strong.
Strength. Yeah. I mean, you figure it's 3rd and 1, like you said. Why are you trying to run Gordon like wide?
East-west.
Yeah, right straight up the middle, north-south.
He's not east, exactly.
Run north-south, straight up the middle.
All he goes.
And if he would have won, and
east-west running back, just like you say, he's a north-south. Okay, when it come down to Jalen Wright, okay, he maybe he can go either way. A-Chain is best to me as an east-west.
Yep, speed guy.
Because with the speed.
Like I said before,
Jalen Wright has speed also.
Yep, our play calling is shit. Yeah. And then we could sit here till we're blue in the face and say, I honestly hope. I'm a Dolphin fan. We all wanted to win. We all were hoping, it was like a 1% chance of making the playoffs. Yeah, sure, we wanted to go. But I honestly hope they lose the final 3 games and get McDaniel out of here.
Yep.
I'm honestly, and I'm not saying who I want as a head coach because I don't know, but I honestly want this mess to end. Because hypothetically, Ross, who ain't going to do shit anyway, he's going to let Champ Kelly stay a year. He'll bring back McDaniel. He more than likely will see what they can do with Tua. But at the end of the day, outside of Quinn Ewers looking like Tom Brady and lighting it up, and we win the final 3 games, then, it's going to be status quo. It's going to be the same old shit. We're going to be bitching in April, who we want, what we need. And it's a sad state of affairs, man.
Right. Hey, on a side note, guys, did you guys see the tweet from Tyreek Hill?
No. Oh my gosh. All right. Let's
let me ask you this: do you think it was peace out to Tua, or peace out to both of them, or peace out just to Hill?
No, he's probably saying congratulations, Quinn Ewers.
Really? I kind of took it like, see you later, Tua.
I honestly don't really care what Tyreek Hill says.
I just think it's funny. Now, don't get me wrong. You guys are going to get on me like this, though, but I would really like if Hill comes back, if he goes back to like 80, 90%, I'd like to have him back on the team as a cheaper salary. Obviously, he's not getting the $36 million that he's owed, but it's not guaranteed. I wouldn't mind bringing him back. That's just me.
I'm going to be honest with you. I think Tyreek is not going to be a part of the Miami Dolphins.
I agree too, but what I would like, hypothetically, it would be nice, but
yeah, I think that was a peace sign to the Dolphins. I think it was a peace sign to maybe new comings. We already sat there and talked about, if I'm correct, what's the name? The agent went on record and said that there has not been any talks between Miami and him. So, and this was a couple of weeks ago before all this took place.
Well, yeah, it was the last primetime game we had or whatever they were talking to because it was one of the primetime. I don't know if it was us, but yeah, Drew Rosenhaus was on ESPN. He was actually on the field, and they were talking. But Could that be more part of no GM and all the major stuff going on? Like they don't know what kind of moves they're going to make. Could that be a reason too?
They do.
Oh,
You'll never know.
here's the thing about with Tyreek. I think Tyreek's want the only way he'll stay with the Miami Dolphins is if the Dolphins go out and get the right quarterback, a quarterback that's going to help continue to help him with his career. Otherwise, I think Tyreek's going to be headed for a team that has a quarterback that has potential to, make it to the Super Bowls and what have you. That's how I feel about Tyreek.
Mhm.
Well, I'm going to give my opinion on Tyreek Hill, which I generally don't care. But Tyreek Hill's had a major knee injury. He tore everything in that knee that you can tear.
Mm.
So it's not like he's coming back running 4.4. I mean, he might run speed. He might be, whatever.
Might
But
be 100%.
I don't see him coming back to the Dolphins. And if perchance he happened to come back to the Dolphins, he's going to have to come back on an incentive type contract. And I mean, I'd rather just start anew because he's going to be in his mid 30s, 31, 32, coming off a major injury, not knowing who the quarterback's going to be. And he's kind of disruptive. You seen him the Jets game when he was going crazy. Now, could you imagine him doing that with a young quarterback?
But let me give you a little pushback, Russell. Okay, so you had the Chubb guy, running back, had both knees completely destroyed, coming back, still doing well. Another one, Nico, the one that was actually just as close as Tyreek's injury, Nico Collins, or off the Texas. Is it Nico Collins or?
Okay,
no.
Nico Collins is young, and
but he had almost the same injury.
Chubb, the running back from the Cleveland Browns that's in the Texans, he's a team first guy. You never see him bitching about people and complaining about plays.
No, I'm just saying injury. I'm
just saying injury wise. Yeah, it's a tough injury, but you got to remember Tyreek Hill's game's built on speed. Chubb's game wasn't. Chubb's game was in between the tackles. He was like a workhorse with Cleveland.
Now, what about the Houston receiver though?
Yeah,
he was fast, and he didn't.
Yeah, but he's also he's way younger. He's only in his third or fourth year, and he's also a taller, bigger guy.
Right, but he hasn't lost any speed though.
But what I'm saying is, you're talking about a guy, Tyreek Hill, who was basically known for his speed, and he's a smaller guy. Plus, he's older, and he's got a lot of miles on his legs. You're not talking about Nico Collins has played as many plays as Tyreek Hill,
right?
So that's the difference. He has more tread on his tires. That's like if you bought a brand new car and you got new tires on it, but the engine's shot. What good's that?
But still, Tyreek is a freak of an athlete, though. That's what I'm saying. He can be half as good as what he was, and he's still going to be better than probably 80% of the receivers in the NFL.
Depending on who's throwing him the ball.
Yes. I mean,
okay, so you think Tyreek Hill's going to come back with Quinn Ewers as the starter and bitch and moan?
No,
I don't think so.
He was bitching and moaning about Tua. And Tua, I'm pretty sure, is a little better than Quinn Ewers. I'm not saying Quinn Ewers is not going to be decent. He may be, he may not be. I mean, he had a bad senior season at Texas. He wasn't great. His junior year was better. He played himself out of the first round all the way to the 7th round. So if Dolphin fans are sitting here saying, whoa, he's going to do this, he's going to do it, it's not going to happen. Your expectation is going to be lower. He's going to be okay, depending on what they call and what they do. You're talking about a guy who's only thrown 8 NFL passes in a mop-up game against the Browns.
Right. But
now he's going to be the starter.
If he can hit like he can hit Waddle on the fly and not have Waddle have to stop, slow down, or come back for it, I think that would be a plus.
Listen, Tua, we all know he has a average arm. He's not a deep throwing ball guy. He's regressed. We all have eyes. We've all seen it. We've regressed. Have you ever looked at that highlight? I've seen it a few times today. When you remember the game where he took off running against the Patriots, just took off down the sideline, and then he got tackled and he pointed like first down, and they were going crazy about it. That was 2 years ago. He doesn't do those things anymore. And that's based on concussions. That's based on a hip injury. That's based on stress. That's based on worried about getting blocked in his blind side. He's not the same guy. We all know that.
Yeah.
The problem with the Dolphins is they don't know that because they gave him the money.
Or they're oblivious to it. They're just oblivious to it. That's what it is, Russell.
You know,
that's
like
exactly what it is.
You know, and you know the sad part, Saul, is That all comes from having a good guy in player development and a good GM. We didn't have that. Our GM was I remember Greer when he had said the thing, oh, well, the fans are more worried about the line than we are. That line was trash. Johnny O said, I think we had like 13, 14 different line combinations.
13 different combinations in 17 games.
Yep, our line was terrible. But our GM tried to convince fans, mainly fans who are buying season tickets, that everything was okay. Everything's peaches and cream. Don't worry about it. You are more concerned than we are. Okay.
Hey, Paul just posted that question. Did you guys see that though about Phillip Rivers? Somebody said call Cam Newton back. I'm sorry, I would take Tua over Cam Newton any day of the year. And Phillip Rivers is coming back basically playing for free. He wants that extra 5 years of health insurance for him and his 25 kids.
Fucking right. Would you? Shit.
Well, I'm just saying that,
dude,
like,
he's probably like, he probably said, I'm done sitting at home. Somebody call me, please. And he said, oh, shit. Yeah.
I'm tired of going to soccer practice, baseball practice, softball practice.
He's like, he's saying these damn kids are driving me nuts.
Hey, you know what Phillip Rivers' job should have been? He should have been a bus driver because he got enough kids to fill a school bus.
Dude, between him and Fitzpatrick, jeez.
Guys, let Liz talk. She's been waiting.
Liz, hi, Liz.
One, I am so glad Tua is gone off of the field. He's not going to be playing. And two, did you see McDaniel's presser? That was funny as heck. When he was talking about Tua not taking the news well, I was laughing because I already predicted it on Pete's channel last night that Tua wasn't going to take it very well. I bet you he went home and had a tantrum.
Yeah, I mean, McDaniels he's got like dry wit. He's funny at times, but it's gonna be real funny when Ross tells him you're out of here too.
Absolutely. Now, here's the thing, gentlemen. Now, there is reports. I don't know if you guys talked about this before I came on. There's reports that Tua got into it, or somebody got into it with Tua in the locker room after the game. They're not saying who it was, but it was like a 45-second argument where McDaniel had to get involved to sit there and shut everything down. So yeah, there are players that's in that locker room. So there's players in that locker room. Yeah, he's like, yo, you on some fucking shit. We lost this game because of you. We didn't.
Now there is
as a team. We lost it as a you.
Now, Winners, I was watching the thing here earlier, and they said something about there was between the reporters here. I turned on to CBS Miami, and they were saying that Chubb was going to come on, but he refused to comment. But he had a talk with Tua. I wouldn't be surprised if Chubb was the vocal leader of that defense. Him or Brooks were like, "All right, we're tired of this. We're tired of your shit." You know what I mean? And they wouldn't say, they wouldn't elaborate what was actually said. They tried to spin it off. Well, hey, some of your greatest quarterbacks get benched, and then they come back even better. I called that in my head here. I was watching this. I was like, that's a bunch of bullshit. You know?
I also watched. I watched Tua's reaction of him getting benched. He kept on biting his lip like he wanted to say something, but he knew if he says anything, he's screwed.
I think he's screwed already because he's the emergency quarterback. They dropped him from 1 to 3, so he's not even going to dress these final 3 games.
He deep down wanted to say, show me the money, bitches. I got your $55 million. Is what he wanted to say.
That's why he was laughing on the sideline.
There you go, Johnny.
He's pretty much like,
he ain't worried about shit. He ain't worried about shit.
Hey, I'm pretty sure any of us who's getting $55 million and don't have to do shit for it would laugh too.
And it was probably thinking, why couldn't this happen before? So I didn't have to play in the cold.
Point. That's why he's benched. Because he thinks it's a fucking joke.
You know the bad part and all that is, this is what really drove me crazy. This era that we live in, whether it's sports or fashion or whether everybody wants to be buddies with the enemy. Like at the end of the game, he's chilling with Jalen Ramsey like it didn't matter. He's having a grand old time.
He was late to his press conference. He was late to his press conference because he was out there fooling around with Jalen Ramsey for 45 minutes after the game is what they were saying.
Yeah, but Russell, you got to remember, we're from a different generation.
No, I understand, Johnny O. I'm just saying, like we spoke about this before. Like these guys, I mean, they do the shit like soccer. They exchanging jerseys at a half. After the games, are signing their jerseys. Like you see these guys. It's not like you live in Spain and I live in England and it's the World Cup and okay, you see guys signing their jerseys. I hate that shit. We spoke about this before. You would never see Michael Jordan and Isaiah Thomas exchanging jerseys at the end of a series or at the end of a game.
Oh, that's
You would never see Larry Bird.
Was Larry Bird and Magic Johnson?
Hell no. They were friends
hell no.
after their careers.
After, yeah, but not
After their careers were over because they were competitors.
Hey, Tom,
you know what's funny?
dude.
We don't like as fans. We love our team. We're gonna ride or die with our team, regardless. But I'm pretty sure Dan Marino wasn't after losing the Buffalo Bills wanting to exchange jerseys with Jim Kelly. Ain't no fucking way.
Not even close.
I'll guarantee you want to punch him in the jaw.
Hey, one thing I will say though is when me and Papa Paul were sitting in the training camp facility down there, I said to Papa Paul, I don't know if he remembers it or not. I said, why is Tua just walking around? Even when he was stretching, he wasn't stretching as good. He was horsing around the training camp. I even said something to Papa Paul. I said, that's not normal Tua. That he got paid.
It's stupid. Yeah, it's silly behavior. It's stupid.
And then the Sunday that I didn't stay because I had family stuff I had to take care of, that's when he did show me the money thing. When
Hey,
it's stupid.
Guys and girls, I'm gonna give you.
Honestly, it's
It is.
insulting as a fan to see players tout like that. Like
Yep.
you got to be professional. You're getting paid a lot of money, and
Hey.
it's
Yep.
disrespectful. It's disrespectful to the fans that you're losing games and you're acting like a clown. Like
Yeah, it's a shame. You know the sad part too is my father used to say this all the time, and I was thinking about him the other day when the Dolphins played Monday night. With Tua having a grand old time and partying with Jalen Ramsey 30, 40 minutes after the game, smiling and joking, hugging and all that, whatever. Probably talking about, hey, I got out of there and you should too. And I don't know what they talked about. Who cares?
They when you're making $55 million a year.
Yep, laughing. But you know what's funny? Because Johnny O, you could commiserate with this. I'm sure Papa Paul can, Mr. Poe can, Saul can, because you're all old as me. You remember when, I'll bring up boxing. Muhammad Ali, when he was a challenger, he would get up, run the streets of Miami, training 4 a.m, running 10 miles, doing everything. What did he say when he won the world championship? He said, when you're a challenger and you're a competitor and you're a contender coming up, like Tua, he was great when he needed to get the money. But once you get the money, Muhammad Ali said, when I was a challenger, I was up running the streets of Miami 4 a.m, top notch, doing everything to be in the position to be the best. But once I got paid, he goes, I was sleeping till noontime, silk pajamas, and I didn't put in the effort. And that's Tua. You can see it.
His work showed it. I mean, he was too worried about being on a yacht, and then he
just like my man said earlier, he's a clown now because he got money and it's all a joke. He's doing the dollar signs. He's smiling. Listen, I know this. If your next door neighbor does something to you, what are you going to do to him? You're going to punch him or you're going to check him? Tua doesn't have that dog in him. Tua's softer than cotton candy. He's happy he got his money. He knew that he hustled the Dolphins. He made them feel bad over his one good year that he was a Pro Bowler. He was the most accurate and he had the number 1 yards and whatever. Who cares? What has he done since then? Absolutely nothing.
Because you got to remember each season up till
he got paid, baby.
Each season up till he got paid, he would do something. He was working out with a quarterback coach. He was one season, another season he was taking up martial arts. Another season he got his weight down and whatever. So, and when he got paid,
all that went out the window. Yep.
Exactly. When you saw a picture of Tua that season, he was on his yacht, and I'm not putting him down.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. He looks like me. He looked like me out there.
I just know one thing. I know one thing. If
he didn't look like an NFL quarterback, is what I'm saying.
Nope. He looked like a fisherman.
I don't look like an NFL quarterback.
Right. If I was rich, I would totally join that Perform because I'm telling you what, if it wasn't for that Perform helping Tua through the years, he would never even got that contract because they worked through him. I'm giving a free shout out to them, even though hopefully they'll hear me, but if not, they really helped turn Tua around. with the jiu-jitsu and the training with the hip and all the specialized. How do you go? Just because you get paid, I don't know the whole reason
I
behind all
keep
that
doing
though.
even more. That's what
Yeah,
Brady did.
how do you just completely just all right say I'm not going to work with them at all? Like I want to know why. Like what was the reason behind that?
It's lazy behavior. It's just lazy.
Well, I mean, we can't say that because we don't know. You know, was it with the Dolphins?
No. When I don't accomplish things that I need to be accomplishing, it's because I'm lazy.
Right. I get your point there, but I just
or just not focused, distracted.
that's like somebody pushing you through and helping you get where you need to be, and then you finally make it, and then you're like, okay, hell with you, I don't need you no more. Like,
And you know what the funny thing is? We could say lazy, we could say lackadaisical, we could say all these things. You know what it is? It's about want to. Do you want to? If you don't want to, you won't. It's about comfort. Once you get paid, you get comfortable. Not everybody.
Comfortable.
Not everybody, because I live in a state.
Comfort zone. He was in his comfort
I live
zone.
in a state where the guy that was a quarterback here for 18 years was usually between 19 and 30 would pay. But that son of a bitch was working harder than everybody around.
That's
Listen, I don't mean to cut it
exactly.
Does Bobby Paul need to do that the little break thing?
Sure, let me do a real quick commercial there.
Yeah, you got to make sure he gets his cheesecake in there.
oh yeah.
What's up, y'all? This is Chef Jew. Looking for a great chef for your next catering party, private party, office party, etc. with welcome watering meals and desserts? Let Chef Jew Catering and Sweet Treats take care of it for you at an affordable price. Call me at 786-804-8096. Also, reach me at chefjewcatering@gmail.com. Direct message on Facebook and Instagram at Chef Juice Catering. Chef Juice Catering and Sweet Treats. Food with a passion. We do it all.
Chef, Miami-Dade, Palm Beach area. Get your sweet treats, good eats. Don't forget the cheesecake.
That's a full cake for Paul Sunday.
That makes me hungry.
Him and them bear paw heads of his, they're small compared to his big old paws.
That'd be one in the truck and one for the ride home.
Hey, Johnny, are you going to the game Sunday?
I'll be there, brother.
All right, I'll be down there. I'm going to be with Chris Otwell, the guy who made the shirts.
I know Chris.
Yeah, I know you do. I'm coming with him. Me, my wife, him, and then his new lady. So lady. I'm looking forward to coming down here. But this will be my last game. I'm going to rock the Richard Webb shirt though, just because he's, we're a big push here. He's in the selection, so we got to get him in this year. So we all need to band together, wear our shirts, or do something and let it be known even more.
Those idiots in Canton, they're like Stevie Wonder. They can't see the fact that Marino's numbers were due in part because his left side was protected well. I mean, yeah, Duper and Clayton were great receivers because of Marino with the release and the deep ball, but without the protection, the guy blocked the best defensive ends in the game. It's all popularity. It's all bullshit.
Yeah, well, he brought, Reggie White, and then he had Bruce Smith from the Bills. And even Bruce Smith come out and stated, he was one of the toughest battles he's ever had, So,
You could go through that whole 90s era. You can pick up any pass rusher, and I'm guaranteeing Richmond Webb handled them. It's just a shame that, you got to beg. Look how long it took Zach Thomas. Come on. And he had more tackles than Urlacher. He was better player. It's just all popularity. It's all bullshit.
But I will say this movement that us Dolphins families put on for Richard Webb. I mean, we've really, really made a mark on this to help him get there. So we definitely got to keep pushing hard.
The sad part is it comes down to writers, and some of them just are like so anti. Oh well, this guy played on a championship team. Listen, there's 52 guys on the roster. One guy don't win a championship in damn freaking football.
Right?
It's not like tennis. It's not like boxing. It's not like tennis and boxing with just you. You got to count on everybody.
So, Johnny, are they going to be tailgating, or is Maria and everybody going to tailgate, or are they kind of still going to be down a little bit?
No, there's going to be tailgating. I mean, the last game it rained for 2 hours, so we were stuck under the tent. So it's not supposed to rain this Sunday. So
it's supposed to be 81 degrees.
I'll be tailgating January 3rd or 4th in Foxborough.
All right, now Russell,
I'll try to send you some. I'll try to send you some warm weather that way. I'll try to help you.
I don't care about warm weather. That don't bother me.
No, I'm just saying.
I don't have Kool-Aid in my blood. I'm good.
Well, I know you're up there in frozen country.
Yeah, I mean shit. The last week was 13, 14 degrees. I don't give a shit about that. Today it was 48. Friday's supposed to be 60. So it's all over the place.
But a 50-degree game would be nice for you.
Oh, I love that.
Russell, that last game.
Yes, sir.
I need you to pick me up a game day pin.
I'll grab you one. A game day pin?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if you go to the store, they have game day pins.
Yeah, I know where it is.
Yep.
I'll get you one.
Yep.
I need to see. I'd like to get one of those pins from Spain, but I think TPP has them, and I think they're probably already sold out already.
Yeah, they usually
I would contact them and ask. I know I picked up a couple more in Spain for a couple people. I didn't know you wanted one. I would have got you one.
Yeah, I'll go to the Patriot store and grab you one, Johnny. It's right on Route 1. It's right there. We up there early enough,
Yeah, Johnny, can you reach out to see if you can find anybody that has it? If anybody has any extra, because I know you know a lot more people than I do. But I'll shoot Danny a message.
Yeah, that's your best bet. Is shoot him a message, see if they still got them. And I mean, I got some from Dirk while I was in Spain because he had them. So,
right. The biggest thing that I just found out is I finally got through all my boxes here at the house. When they played the Steelers that night for the 50th anniversary, where they gave them like the placard style tickets, and all my pins that I went to all the games are still up in Maryland in storage, and I'm hoping they don't get ruined. I'm like, oh my goodness. Drive me nuts.
Dolphin Williams said that he's having a connection problem. That's why he's down there in the chat room.
Yeah, I just seen that pop up.
Hey, Johnny O.
What's up, brother?
I got a game day pin from. I'll send it to you. I got a game day pin from when I went to the Dolphins Raiders game at Allegiant.
Oh, nice.
I'll send it to you.
Papa Paul, I still got the pins for you. I just haven't had a chance to send them. And then, do you want one from Sunday's game?
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Yeah, I pick them up for you there because I know you like them too. So, yeah, I'll make sure I get an extra one for you. I still have the 3. I think I have 3 of them for you still. 2 or 3 right now. Every time I open my top dresser drawer, I'm like, damn it, I need to send them to.
I'm actually looking forward to the last game of the year, the Dolphins. I hope we knock off New England so we can mess up their playoff positioning.
That would be nice.
We've done it before. Yeah. I was at the game where we knocked off Brady and then with Fitzpatrick when Gesicki scored. And then the following week they had a home game against Tennessee and they lost. Brady's last 2 games in Foxborough, they lost. And he went to Tampa. I was loving life.
And you know, one big matchup that's coming this weekend is Gesicki's coming home. Yeah. Coming back to the formal team, and man, he's been Joe Burrow
Chomping at the
has been
bit.
slinging it to him. He's been doing good, and I'll always remember. I'll still root for him no matter what. I was in Buffalo, in the end zone sitting. I came down. He scored a touchdown, and then he tried to throw the ball, and then somebody knocked it away. But at the end of the game, I yelled Penn State to him. He came over, and he gave me his towel, and he grabbed me and grabbed my whole forearm and almost ripped me out of the stands to give me a hug and gave me his towel. Like that right there, I don't care wherever he goes, I will always root for that man.
I'll root for him, but I don't want him to do well. Not this week.
Look at what tight ends did to us last week.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they do it to us. They've been doing it to us for the last 3 years. The
worst tight end game was when it was Dolphins at Arizona, and then we lost by the field goal with 3 seconds to go.
I was at that game. I
sure
can give
about
you a
that?
worse game. How about when Brock Bowers for the Raiders?
Well, I mean, the one I was actually too. That was heartbreaking. We couldn't even shut him. We couldn't. Who was the tight end for the Cardinals that game? That's it.
McBride's incredible as it is. She's a monster.
Did you guys look at the 4 touchdowns from Monday?
Yep.
Who
Tight
they
ends.
scored by?
Jono Smith and the running what's his name's brother there? The defensive
Hayward.
tackle of the Steelers brother.
Yeah, Hayward.
Hayward, yep.
All 4 touchdowns were scored. 2 rushing by tight ends, 2 catching by tight ends.
Oh, and what's his name?
No. One of the touchdowns was
Metcalf.
Yeah, Metcalf was one of them. So there was 3 of them.
Yeah.
All right,
Metcalf.
so 3 out of the 4 were tight ends. Yeah.
And then I just don't understand. Like even to recap back to Monday's game, how could we not? We could not stop Gainwell whatsoever. It's like I don't understand how we couldn't stop him.
Because the defense was getting tired.
Yep, because the offense wasn't doing shit. They kept going back out there.
Exactly. Them guys are getting tired. And
Not
this is
way
this
too
has
much.
been going on for the past 3 or 4 years.
Yep. You can't beat on your defense when the offense ain't doing shit.
Right. What did you say, Papa Paul?
No, I said the defense was out there way too much.
Yep, way too much. You think in the first quarter? The first quarter of that game, the Dolphins were smacking the Steelers all over the place. They were getting hit hard. And then we kept going 3 and out. I'm like, we're going to lose this game.
Oh, and Russell, I kind of disagree with the Patriots bumping out the Patriots. If we bumped out the Patriots, then that means we're pushing Buffalo Bills into the thing, and I don't want them in there neither.
Well, Buffalo's going to make the playoffs. I mean, I'm saying I just don't want to. Listen, I live up here, Mr. Polk, so it's for selfish reasons. I live here in Massachusetts, so I don't care. I mean, Buffalo, New England, the Jets, I hate them all. I mean, it's like the lesser 2 evils. I kind of hope New England gets the ass kicked by the Ravens Sunday, and I hope we knock them off the last game of the year so they have to play somewhere else. Because I'm sick of New England fans as it is. I mean, everywhere I go for the last 4 years, I haven't seen sweatshirts and hats. Now, because they're winning, that's all I see.
Yeah, well, I can tell you one thing now. What's been the Buffalo Bills' kryptonite? The Kansas City Chiefs, and there ain't no Kansas City Chiefs now. I'm telling you, the Buffalo Bills make it to the Super Bowl this year. Josh Allen is the new face.
I don't think Buffalo's going to make it to the Super Bowl.
I just don't think you can stop Josh Allen. I mean,
I don't think Buffalo's going to Super Bowl. I think Denver's going to Super Bowl.
I think they lose their first game of the playoffs.
Nope, Denver's going to Super Bowl.
Because they're going to get the bye, and then you're going to see.
And then that defense is going to be even more ferocious. I'm telling you, Buffalo's good. I'm not saying they're not good, but Denver's going to be hard to beat. I'm going to say this because I don't root for anybody. When my season ends January 3rd or 4th, my season's over. Talk to me in April. I don't give a shit who wins. I don't have a rooting interest anymore. My Dolphins are out. I get to root for 3 more weeks. I got Bengals, Buccaneers, Patriots, and then my season's over. See me in April.
I won't root for them. I mean, I'll pick a team.
I don't care. I'll go to a Super Bowl party and eat food. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, I like just watching football, but I
don't root for nobody. I hate them all. Every year, I hate 31 teams. And at the end of the day, only one hoists that trophy. And if it ain't mine, I don't give 2 shits about it. I'm already in basketball season mode right now because my team's out. We got eliminated.
I'm ready. Like that.
I'm ready for baseball. The Orioles,
Well,
baby.
I'll talk baseball in April. I know spring training's in February. I that's too far. Baseball's like watching paint dry. I don't get excited about baseball till August when I know who's going where because it's too long. There's too many games.
It is, yeah.
Every other
games.
night, fucking road trips, east, west, south, north. That's too much.
I'm ready for UFL.
All right, guys, I'm gonna jump off. It's been an hour and 15
Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah,
I'm
getting
jumping
ready
off
to
too. Liz, it's nice seeing you and everybody, the fellas. Always a pleasure.
Hey, Johnny O.
Peace,
I'm
love.
staying
What's
in.
up?
I'm staying in Pompano Beach this weekend, so I'll get a hold of you, and maybe if we do something over the weekend, I'm coming down Friday night because I'm coming back home after the game because my parents are coming in from Maryland, so I'm gonna drive home after the game. But hopefully we can meet up or something, and if you need a ride or something, you'll be a lot closer this time.
I fly down Friday morning.
All right, where are you gonna be at? Are you gonna be farther up like normal, or where are you gonna be?
Yeah, I think at DeRicky's house in Delray.
Okay, how far is that from Pompano?
I don't know. I'd have to look, but I know Saturday is the
football.
game. The U games, the playoffs is on, so we'll probably be at a watch party for that.
Go Texas A&M.
Boo.
Yes, go.
Yeah, let me know. Let me know what you do with that. If there's a big watch party somewhere, I know me, Chris, and all of us wouldn't mind joining that if they're willing to let us. If it's a bar, or
no,
something.
absolutely. It's whoever shows up, brother.
Yeah, just let me know where it's at. Send me some details, and yeah, we'll go from there.
All right.
My husband almost went to Texas A&M.
Oh wow!
The Aggies. I'm not an Aggies fan. My team's out, but I don't want nothing to do with no fucking Hurricanes. Nope.
Everyone joining us tonight. Y'all have a good night. Happy holidays.
Peace, love, and fins up. Happy holidays, y'all.
Fins up.
Yep, peace, love, fins up.
Fins up.